Well, friends, welcome back to, I guess, what we're going to call the garage to kitchen conversion. You see, we are not full of tools back here. And here, let me just tour you around a little bit. We got everything cleared out. I'm going to show you my refrigerators and freezers on the front porch like a real good hillbilly mama. Remember, friends, right now for a limited time, you can join my special and exclusive large family table community where you get special videos from me, included paid products, special guests, live cooking, live calls. So mega much each month. Click the first link in the description below and you will save 57% off of annual membership in the large family table community. Doors are closing soon. I've opened it for the only time in 2021, so join now while you still can. We don't have anywhere else to put them right now because getting ready to rip things up in here. Anyway, before we get started on kitchen updates and the different changes of plan and will I have 2 dishwashers and what am I going to do with my current baby kitchen and answering all of your questions that have been coming through on my first garage to kitchen conversion video, we will be tackling all of those questions coming up. Here's some footage I got for you the other day, real quick, when we went to Lowe's and we looked at kitchens, we looked at countertops, we looked at tile. Let's watch that, and then you'll be right back here with me and we'll go through all of your questions. Well, hello, tire popping friends. That's what in the world's happening. So, I'm trying to take Benjamin, right, Benjamin? Yeah. He's unbuckled already. And you see what else is in the back of my van? That's my tire that exploded right before we were here for our Lowe's appointment, right? So, that was an hour ago. I'm hoping that we can still get in. It was our kitchen design appointment, and Benjamin and I had a whole little to-do list. So now we're on a spare tire, right? Yep, that's what's happening. So let's see if they can still get us in at Lowe's. What would you like to tell me?
Spare tires have spikes.
Spare tires have spikes? Okay.
Yeah,
so hopefully they'll still get us in, even though we're an hour late now. But the praise in it all was that the tow truck company that I called was able to get us within like 20 minutes. There's our little donut tire. Now the reason I'm still coming to do this on a donut tire is this happened like the parking lot right before, actually right outside the Tractor Supply. So still stopping at Lowe's is on our drive home. Let's go.
Can I get in here?
No, just hold it like a big boy, and we're gonna look at all the kitchen cabinets and countertops and get lots of ideas.
Yep.
'Tis the season. Okay, so how'd you like those kitchen options and tile and countertops? I love them all. So that day I brought home about 6 different cabinet books. I have been marking ideas. I will get those for you and show you my ideas before I'm done. Lots of good inspiration there, so that's good, that's what I need. So Bob at Lowe's is working up our drawing now. He was supposed to have it to us today, but yesterday I sent him an email with all the updates, so now we're supposed to have it Friday. So thank you, Bob, for being flexible. But basically, he told me they have to build the walls and put the windows and stuff where they are. And then from there, we have a lot of flexibility to change out. I'll be able to see whatever cabinets I want in there, whatever colors, switching up if I want to do the cabinets one color and the island another one, and all of those juicy tidbits, Bob will be able to switch out for us. So thank you, Bob. And before I start answering all your questions that came in on my first video and that I've been getting with DMs and just comments other places on the socials online, let me show you the updates in here. Now, if you haven't seen the first garage video, that'll be linked down in the description below, and you will just see all the tools and all the things we had in here. So let me show you what it looks like now. And finally, the temporary resting place for the refrigerators and freezers. Alrighty, so here we are in the daylight. Looks like just any old garage, huh? But completely cleared out. Anyway, okay, it is a clean slate to work with. We had big cabinets there that came with the house, and obviously, when we had them just paint the garage a fresh coat of white paint. They could not paint beyond there. But here we are. There's a kitty. Hi, Callie. There's a chair to hold my things. There's the roof space above. And there's the dirty windows. I will get to one question real quick. Someone told me to consider what my windows are looking at as I'm doing dishes and when I have our windows set up. And someone had suggested that I put my sink over here to see the kids play. But, sorry, there's a sunset and a dirty window. Property tour, we have a trash shed and a tool shed. We have the garden space, but this is not where the kids play. So it's actually perfect over here where the sink will now be, and I'll give you that update, because in the last video the sink was going to be down there, but the sink will be here now, and the major kid playland is up yonder. So that is super. And now let's look at where the Hillbilly Mama refrigerators and freezers are. There we go. That's the buy one get one free refrigerator. Haha. That's the refrigerator that came with this house. I have no other history on it other than we've used it for 2 years. It is held together with bungee cords, but it works. Also, cooling beverages outside. When I'm filming this, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so we got all that happening. Dead plants. So look, we will be able to come out and have a nice evening stroll in the garden and get in the refrigerators. So there's the refrigerators, and here are the freezers in all their glory. Now, since living here for 2 years, this roof has held up and this porch stays dry. So that's the plan. Travis has them all hooked up, rigged up appropriately in reference to breakers and such. I see some of his cords there. He knows what he's doing. So here they are. Now, part of the update is they're not going to be here just for a little bit. I think they're going to be here for many months, because these will not be going in the kitchen at all. So there we go. We have updates. They're going to be going in a totally different room we're going to have done. So let's just get in here and jump right into it, and you can follow along. So to recap, in the first video where I was just telling you what our process is and why we decided to just jump in and get this kitchen project done first. In that video, I was sharing we were going to have kitchen area here, right back over here, coming to this side of this window, this whole area, we were going to have a long rectangle laundry room. I was going to store the refrigerators and freezers in there, double washer and dryer at the end, folding table, utility sink, panel box. Now, several reasons why we started there, and I think a lot of this project is going to be, this is where we started. Ooh, my hair looks wild, like with that light shining through it. Okay, this is where we started, but then through the process, this is why we're now at another place. And several of you said, I should do a laundry room where my baby kitchen is now. And honestly, I hadn't thought of that. So thank you, thank you, because at first I was like, no, we're not doing a laundry room there. What my dream was at the time was, and this is still a big part of it, our main living area up here, the open kitchen dining room, and then we have a wall, and then living room on the other side. I want that all open up because we have never lived in a house with a whole lot of kids and a whole lot of family visiting and all those fun life dynamics. We've never had a house where we have a big open room. What would that be like? I'm sure we will all still gravitate to one corner together, but let's try it out, okay? So that's what my thinking was in reference to the laundry room. I would have it out here. Okay, so like here's a utility sink, we're standing here. I would have it out here because in the meantime, because like right now in real life, I've got laundry baskets lined up in front of the bay window in the family room. That's the cat knocking the tripod. Hi, Callie. Yeah, and before that, they were in the foyer. So lots of things we love about this house. It's just we process a lot of laundry because there are 11 of us. And upgrade, this washer and dryer is not in a closet in the bathroom. And this little laundry room has a utility sink and a little mudroom area. So again, this has been lovely for about 2 years and it's super. I just know if I can, let's do something a little different. So I thought laundry room here, I could at least, we could process it, we could have baskets, the door could close and the baskets wouldn't have to sit in the living room. And hey, that is a life upgrade when you've been processing laundry in your living room, right? That's some of the other plans. Then we had planned, and again, I promise I won't go through all of it. From there over, kitchen counters, and of course, big island, big table. That was some of the thoughts. If I could have all my hopes and dreams, one of the things I have come to process that I would like with the space, I want the whole thing to be a kitchen. I don't even want to give the laundry room area that back 6 feet, 6 by 18 or whatever it was gonna be. I don't even, I think it was wider than that. We won't get hung up on those details, okay? I don't even want that out here now. How do you like that, Apple? So many of you said, baby kitchen area. Put a laundry room there, put a half bath there. And of course, adding other bathrooms gets into, we are not on city septic or water. We have our own septic and our own well. And so there's an approval process with adding new bathrooms and stuff. So quick answer on why not put a half bath there. If we were gonna put in a 4th toilet, we would like to put, since we already have 2 bathrooms upstairs, we have a 3rd downstairs right now, but again, these plans change, right? And you're gonna watch them change. We were thinking of doing another bedroom downstairs and that having a bathroom. But anyway, not there yet. But I answered a lot of comments saying in that first video, so this will be fun to go through and like watch how my design plans change, right? Saying, no, we're not, the baby kitchen's just gonna come out and that's all gonna be open. So then Travis and I got to talking about it. And I said, because there's several things that you'll hear that you've just given me great ideas. So thank you, keep them coming, keep them coming. But even with the process, so now, see, this video can easily become all about the laundry room idea. So come on, Jamerrill, let's focus on the kitchen. I will say that the laundry room idea is coming, and it will be in part of that baby kitchen area. Travis has an idea, and it's super great. So the way that that's gonna work though, it's also still gonna have room for my old refrigerators and my freezers. And a little bit of pantry storage room. Remind me, pantry storage question coming up because I got that a lot last time too. Okay, need my whiteboard out here. In that upcoming area, that's where these freezers and refrigerators will go. But guess what? Now that I'm turning all of this into the big kitchen area, the laundry room, and the hallway that we're gonna do here, and all of that is another project coming up. We're not doing those at the same time. And this gets me into several of the questions that I received, especially in the first video. Some of the questions were like, why don't I just renovate my current kitchen area? Why don't we put a laundry room out there? Why don't we go ahead and tear out the walls we want to tear out? Why don't we tear out this wall that leads into the house? You know, why can't we just snap our fingers and do all these things now? My biggest answer to that is I'm trying to live this mama life in this house with all these people, and I need some stinking room every day. And I can't function, I don't think I can function doing all the things we need to do in the middle of construction in our actual living space. I'm thinking, again, Travis and I are brainstorming this out, when we get to more of the interior of the house projects upstairs, like when they do, however they take out these walls for the laundry room, all of those things, which I guess by this point I will. This will just be an hour-long video. You ready for like all the juicy details on my garage and construction plans? Okay, just stick with me. When they go to do that, hopefully we can set it up where obviously it's not, you know, we're coming down to winter here. We're gonna need nice weather when we do that project because we're gonna need to be able to be outside a lot. And when things are, like when it's really the demolition time, we need to be able to just like go on a trip or go to a hotel or go visit some friends or family for that time that it's gonna take for the big mess to be processed. Does that make sense? Because like even like bedrooms are at one end, and even if they put up plastic, we'd have to go through the back French doors to get into the kitchen here. Just a lot is gonna be happening in the middle of the house. So all those details are pertinent to this kitchen project though, and what we're doing next, and why I think my freezers and refrigerators are gonna live several months on this front porch. Now back at my farmhouse, I did have a freezer that lived, I don't know, did it live a couple years on that back porch, Travis? Travis is nodding, yes. So they'll be okay. You'll be okay, freezers and refrigerators. This is the garage video, and I'm still talking about this laundry room, but you asked. So what we're thinking of doing, and this is not now, so I'm telling you something that is not happening now, and then I'll tell you all the things that are happening now. That makes sense. The next project, once this is a big functioning mega mama kitchen, is you will, of course the floor is gonna be level, and you're gonna go through that door there, and then you're gonna go down a hallway. And that hallway will be, what did we say, 5 feet wide? About? Because it's 3 feet behind the door. I think it was 5 feet wide.
Probably a little more.
A little more, okay. It'd be a nice wide hallway. And so on one, I'm sorry?
Wide, I think it was a little over 4 foot wide.
Okay, a little over 4 foot wide. It'll be wide enough to where on the back end, see right now when that door swings open, there's a utility sink there and then the stackable washer and dryer, and then you're gonna go down the hallway. Basically where my kitchen sink is now in the baby kitchen, that will be a hallway that you walk down. On the left-hand side, probably about, you know where my refrigerator is, okay? If you're standing a couple feet in front of my refrigerator, I'm thinking there will be a pocket door there, and you open that pocket door and you step into a laundry room that has the double washer and dryer, some kind of folding table in the middle, and then where my stove and oven and such are now, we've got a couple refrigerators, and then here, you've got the 2 freezers, and that's what's in that room. Of course, there's different spots. I think there's an area where I can squirrel some storage or have a closet, and we'll hammer out these details, but these are kind of the next step things we have to know because of decisions we're making for this kitchen now. I don't want 3 old refrigerators and 2 freezers in this kitchen space. Okay. So we gotta make a room for them, and also we could put them in the basement. Of course, they're very full right now, and just getting them down the hill, and like, I don't want to. I guess if things got bad on this porch, or if we got concerned about them, we would have to do that. That's our backup plan. Man, that's a lot of work on my older boys to get those in the basement. So if this will work, this will be gentle on everybody. So future plans of a very nice, like when I say a mudroom hallway, I mean we would get some nice cabinetry and some benches and have a jacket area and just have it, I'm picturing it like a gray and white hallway, and there's 2 big windows that would be there. In my head, I'm seeing it looking nice. Okay. Which brings me back to some of the questions, and we will get to updated kitchen plans, but some of the questions I've received were in reference to a mudroom area. Why don't I have a mudroom right here? Let me show you. Right here, there's gonna be a new entry door. Why don't I have a mudroom here? The main reason why is because I'm a mean mama, haha. The main reason why in traffic and considering kid traffic is when my kids are dirty and you know, in the mud and playing with farm animals and running hard, they totally live their life every day going in and out this back door. Back door to the mud room to the back door. This is all they do. I keep my other set of French doors locked because I don't want them coming in and out of the traffic. Whoop, whoop, kid there, hi.
Can I use the bathroom?
Of course. Can you take your boots off? Okay, so that was funny. Right on cue, kid. So they know to come in and out of this back door. I do not even let them come in and out of the French doors that are at the other end of the table because, yeah, then you got kids' shoes in the wrong places. So I like everyone to know, including myself, shoes go right inside of the shoe boxes. You can hang your jacket right there on the little jacket rack that I currently have, or it goes in the hall closet at the other end of the house. That's our current patterns. And I would like for that to continue. I don't want people coming into the house from this direction and they're just being the shoes and the jacket set up. I feel like, you know, if we just got home for church or if the kids aren't dirty, if I'm not covered in mud, we can come in this new way and walk to the mud room that way. But for all the folks who are dirty, so if you're coming to my house dirty, you come in the back door and you go into the mud room. In my mind, that's how I want to keep it. And that's where we're also trained already to go. Back door, mud room, back door, mud room. And that's why making that a nice long mud room hallway makes sense. Part of my holdup was before Travis hammered this out. If we made the kitchen a combo mud room, refrigerator, freezer area, and laundry room, just everyone was going to have to walk through that room, even if it was a nice room, even had nice cabinets and everything. Still, you know, you have company, they're walking through the laundry room to get from the kitchen to the living room, or you're walking from the living room, walk through the laundry room. So I wanted to avoid that. But then Travis is so smart, making him laugh. He said, let's do a hallway. And so that's where that idea has come together.
6-foot hallway, now that I think about it.
A 6-foot hallway? Okay. You think it is?
6 foot wide, yeah.
6 foot wide. Okay, yeah. I knew it had lots of room. See, so I'm picturing, and then how long would you say it was approximately?
8 or 10 foot.
Okay, so 6 foot wide, 8 or 10 foot long. So I'm picturing, and we've got the window that's currently over my kitchen sink, and then it will end where my first dining room window begins. So I just see room for like 1 or 2 very long benches on the right, some sort of shoe storage configuration. It may even be our current boxes, just, hey, let's wash them because they need some loving. What else is going on? Yeah, I'm envisioning room there. So we had to hammer through that to decide if I really could make this whole room into a kitchen. So let me now walk you around what the new updates are. Okay, and as you see with this room, and we get great sunsets, but man, all the sunsets will be rocking it in this kitchen. Also, part of this journey to Jamerrill getting an even bigger kitchen is I had shared with you in our original idea we'd have a 12-foot table, but we believe now, at least that's how it works out on paper, with, what was it, 4 feet from when you come in this door? And lots of folks also were concerned, and when I say lots of folks, there's just many comments asking this question, so here's your answers, right? If we have our entry doors here, there will be 4 feet from the doors to the table. And then we will have room for a 16-foot table. The way that we're planning to do that, you know, my white table, I bought it on Amazon, of course, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. I think it was $650, so that was a steal. And that thing has held up beautifully. I figured when I ordered it, hey, worth a shot. It's done well. I don't know how many tables I've sold for that company, but it's a great table. We've had absolutely no issues with it. What I was wanting to do is put 2 of those tables, just line them up, have an 18-foot table. However, mathematically, and to give us enough room for the big refrigerator that'll be down there and for the entry doors here and have several feet in between, it's gonna need to be 16 feet. So Travis had an idea where we would basically, I mean, I'm not doing this, okay? He's doing this, and I've seen him pull all kinds of things together. So we believe you can do it. So he is going to, take a foot off the end of each table.
But
and butt those two ends together. And then you're talking about doing some screws or something underneath. Yeah, so we're gonna get a second table just like that. You're gonna modify it.
Right.
Yeah, so he's gonna modify it because those tables are very expensive. Couple $1,000 even for like the 9-foot one I have now. So I can't imagine, you know, it might be $8,000 or $10,000 if I was gonna have one of those tables custom made. Travis is gonna make it all work out in the end. And if it doesn't all work out, it was certainly a good try for another $650. Because again, I'd like as big a table as possible. Some of the questions that have come in is people wanted to know if I could get 4 chairs down both along sides, and I can. So that table comfortably seats 10, 4 on each side and 2 at each end, because it's 40 inches wide. It's a nice wide table. However, we regularly seat 13 there, putting kids on the corners and stuff. So anyway, we can definitely use a 16-foot long table, and then with that island, we're gonna have even more seating. So I don't know what it would be like to just have a ton of space and a ton of seating. So let's find out with that. Now this entire 643 square feet is going to be nothing but Mega Mama kitchen land, okay? 16-foot table, forget the 12-foot table. Let's just walk down here. We should do that. Okay. The refrigerator is gonna be here, all measured out appropriately. Also, thank you. I did not realize I had so many kitchen designers and architects and just master people who do this every day and are familiar with it. People have emailed me professional level drawings and everything. So thank you for all of that. Travis just went yesterday and signed the affidavit with our county that, is this all okay to say? I'm gonna say it and then you tell me if it's wrong. Travis just went yesterday and had a meeting with the county and, you know, permits and all those things, and he had to sign an affidavit. He's our general contractor. By the way, that's one of your new titles. What does Travis do? He's now family general contractor. But he's not gonna go and start a general contracting business, right? You won't be, for at least 2 years, according to the affidavit. So who knows why he had to sign that, but it's what they required, and that's what he signed. So anyway, he's got all those proper permit balls a-rolling too. Big refrigerator, counter space. Again, I'm not giving you exact measurements, even though we're living in a world of exact measurements. Okay, I think the refrigerator comes to about here, so this is counter space, and the windows here. Okay, right here, this is the next update. Can you hear me now? I worry y'all can't hear me. Watch me run. Okay, down here, you know, I was questioning and wondering about getting like a commercial stove and getting gas to it and stuff. So many of you said, Jamerrill, have you considered just getting 2 nice ovens and putting them side by side? And I was like, oh, that doesn't feel like a pressure. I like that. I like things that don't feel like an extra pressure. So that's what we're doing now. So I'm getting 2 stoves, okay? And the stoves that I was looking at, you tell me your thoughts here. KitchenAid has them, Maytag, Whirlpool. So Whirlpool, I think, are the ones I was looking at. And so each stove has 2 ovens. So the top part folds down and it's 1 oven. You can have it at a different temperature. And then this other like standard oven door folds down, and then in there you can do 2 or 3 racks. So technically I'm thinking with 2 of these stoves I actually get 4 ovens. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I also saw there's lots of ovens now that also are air fryers. I mean, you just do it all, right? So anyway, the KitchenAid ovens that have those double ovens in the front are the ones that I'm eyeballing, because the Maytag or Whirlpool, whichever common brand there was talking about some not being available in my area. So that's just kind of one of those details. It'll depend on closer time what we pick up. Although Bob the kitchen guy did tell me that if I pick my appliances this week, because again when I'm filming this, Black Friday week and everything going on, if I pick them this week, somehow he can lock in my prices for those on our kitchen plan. But I'm waiting to hear back because I got some questions about those. Is it everything or probably just specifics? So anyway, here, double stoves, okay? 60 inches because they're 30 inches each. And then the biggest massive hood contraption that we can find. So I can't, oh, Callie, will you please quit this? I can't find the hoods like I like at Lowe's. I'm not finding them there. It looks like it's gonna be a special order thing. This is Callie. Say hi. Hi. Here, look up. Show them your beautiful green eyes. I know, you're just a purr box. You are. I don't know if you can you hear purr? Are you having it, Callie? Hmm? Yeah. She's getting all up close and personal with this tripod here. Okay, Callie, okay. Well, friends, Future Jamerrill here, filming this Future Jamerrill segment from my van while I'm out filming some Dollar Tree price increase video for you today, because I want to remind you, even in the middle of this garage Q&A video, that guess what? My special large family table community exclusive membership, the doors are gonna close on that here real soon. I've opened it for the only time in 2021. You get a whole lot of super mega stuff, and there's a whole lot of super mega more stuff coming. So click the first link in the description below to join me in the large family table community for 57% off when you join the annual membership. After this is done, the doors are gonna close. It's not gonna open for a long time because there's a lot of extra work on this mama to open up membership. Now, the reason that I close it is I like to get the new members in, get them settled, and really focus in on the exclusive videos that I film just for members every month, creating a brand new product that members get included in their membership every month, but that sells in my shop every day for $14.99 each. Every month, I also bring in some amazing Ninja Mom expert guest who teaches us something fun and useful. I also do member request videos, try to accommodate the different requests that come in. Like, I've done videos where I cook up members' favorite family recipes. I've done a lot of exclusive Q&A videos, just a whole lot of fun all the time. I also do some live cooking. Like in November, I did an exclusive live cooking call where I processed pumpkins and chatted it up for over 2 hours. Coming up in December, we're gonna do a live cooking freezable cookie party where we're gonna do a whole bunch of cookies, make a whole lot of cookie dough that's also freezer friendly. That'll be a lot of fun, and that's probably gonna last a couple hours as well. We also do an end of the month chatty live call. You can tell it is just so much. Also, by joining almost 2 years in, the new members have access to almost the full 2 years of content, because we're January 2020 is when I opened it. We're almost in December, just a speck short to be a full 2 years. There's already, though, over 24 included paid products, well over $300 of products I've already given that are just sitting there waiting, that members use all the time and that also sell in my shop. There's over 60 exclusive videos waiting. It's just a lot. All the recorded past live calls, it's all there. So if you haven't been able to join until now, you have access to all of that content. And every month I design a brand new, basically large family table party, and we have new videos, new products, new guests, new live calls, super mega fun all the time. So click the first link in the description below and join annual membership now while you still can for 57% off when you join with annual membership. Back to garage questions now. Lots of fun coming up. So the hood definitely looks like it's something that I will need to order, and the county is all up in our business about that hood, aren't they? It's like, of all the questions and all the things we're doing, there's high level information going on there. So I guess you'll be hearing building permit and county updates too. So yeah, they were confused at the hood, and actually, if I'm gonna run my mouth about the county, let's see if this stays in the final video. They were also super confused. Should I make friends with the building inspectors already on these interwebs? When Travis went in and showed him his plans, they were super confused why anyone would ever want 2 stoves and 2 dishwashers. Like, who are we even? Just got me talking, rolling into my behind the scenes building permit conversations here. So, and Travis is not a peoply person anyway. You know, he likes people, he talks to me, but, you know, going out and dealing with meetings and stuff with people is just not his cup of tea. We don't all have to match, right? Same thing why he's, you know, not in these videos. It's just he doesn't want to, and that's okay. All that to say, you know, well, sir, why do you need 2 dishwashers? You know, this is not common. And I want to say, no, I think there's probably several kitchens in our county and city that have more than 1 dishwasher. It's not that unheard of. I mean, I know people that have 2 dishwashers. He had to wait an hour and a half to talk to their head approval person to yet again tell him, I just have a lot of people, okay? And so if my wife is building her dream kitchen, we want 2 dishwashers, and she would like 8 to 10 burners on her stove and 2 to 4 ovens. I'm just the messenger, and this is just our kitchen. So anyway, it's all okay, but that's just some of the little behind the scenes stuff going on. Oh, and the hood. And then they really harped on the hood and about how the fire marshal would have to come inspect the hood. And Travis is just like, it's fine, okay. And I told him, and talking about this whole process, I just think of this, and all of life is like a recipe, right? I won't go into singing about Schoolhouse Rock, but any process, you just do the next thing, right? So even if the fire marshal has to come and inspect this hood, it's okay. There will come a date on the calendar where that's inspection day, and he's either gonna tell us something else to do for it, or it's gonna be fine. The thing I do like is they wanted us to send them our list of appliances, which we did, including the hood. So, and the hood has all the specifications. So that's where I say, I want a great big hood. Will my county let me get a great big hood? Also, I feel kind of ridiculous even having to say that because it's my kitchen and my house. So anyway, yes, I know it's to keep people safe and to also, you know, keep an eye on property values and what people are doing in their houses. There's always a reason, but just part of what we're dealing with now. So that's where sometimes I think, oh, this is gonna be quick. And then I think, there's a lot of red tape. So, miracle of miracles though, the garage is cleaned out. That's amazing. And very first phase 1 of this building project with our contractor fellow is he's coming to get started on that stuff on Monday. So that's gonna involve the new windows, taking the garage doors out, doing the new windows there, doing another window, and then the other doors. And what else are we doing here? Floor joist, insulation, wall stuff, ceilings, pull down attic access. It's a lot going on in that first phase. I forget what the second phase is, but there's a list. And then by the third one, we're getting cabinets in here and doing all those amazing things. To the question of how long will it take and when will I be in here? I was thinking I would be in here this winter. I'm hoping that I am. But again, some of the questions that we received, I thought, okay, if we have to wait, I don't know, 3 weeks and nothing can happen until the hood is inspected, as an example, it could just slow some things down. But that's okay, because we're gonna be, you know, if we don't start, we'll never get in here, so we're at least gonna start. Okay, so, you now know, see the vision, double stoves, big hood. Over here is just gonna be some more countertop, way over in this corner. Alrighty, so the evening's just going on by. We can tell by the windows now, but let me show you what is now gonna go down this wall. So here, come with me, come with me. So anyway, I was showing you this corner here. The stove hood carrying on is gonna be, however, again, it's on the paper, however much this is gonna take up. Then there will be some countertop here in a corner, and there's gonna be a countertop here. And so the only spot so far, this whole wall, well, we gotta turn you around. You just gotta turn around so much here. This whole wall here, that again, will be commercial refrigerator, other side of that window, some countertop, big double stove hood configuration. there's not gonna be upper cabinets here. There'll be lowers there, and there'll probably be some kind of lowers here. This corner, this is where we should be able to have some upper cabinets, of course lots of lowers. First dishwasher here, that's the other thing. So many of you, Jamerrill, why not 2 dishwashers? And so I did say in the first video that I wanted to do either a commercial dishwasher or double dishwashers. Some of the commercial dishwashers, I mean, they're like do a whole load of dishes in 60-second type. I have several friends, especially in this like recipe development and food world, that they have commercial dishwashers in their working kitchens where they do the recipes in, etc., etc. And I mean, it'll do like a load of dishes in 2 minutes. They're just amazing. So with that in mind, I was thinking, well, I could get one of them. I mean, if we're doing dishes in a matter of minutes, okay, I only need one, right? But also in my brain, I had to be gentle with myself. I'm like, oh, but I have to research those, and I don't know if I have it in me right now, okay? Okay, yeah, it's just what it is, right? Here's what I do feel like I can process. Big sink here, dishwasher on either side, like so many of you suggested. And I would just, this time, which dishwasher will it be this time? Well, I think this time, what I wanted to get last go round when I went into Lowe's and I was like, okay, give me what you got, okay? So that was during heavy pandemic time. They were out of a lot of things. They're still out of a lot of things, but they did not have the best Bosch in stock. They had some of the lower end Bosches, and if I wanted a Bosch, I wanted a Bosch. So anyway, so I got the best KitchenAid they had in stock. The dishwasher has run fine. It's just now we're to the point where we are configuring the inside pieces again. And okay, anyway, so gonna try now to get 2 of the best Bosches that I can, and let's just see how long that takes. And maybe in that process, I will mentally process the commercial dishwasher some more, or maybe I'll never think about it again, or maybe 50 of you will tell me exactly what I need to know. So more countertop, sink dishwashers, then walk with me this way, and then more countertop down here. So this side is gonna be open countertop. Somewhere in here, we are gonna do the cabinetry, lots of the upper cabinetry here. We were, up until yesterday, talking about doing one of the inserts down here, just because there's not really a good place to put it before down here, with the microwave insert and then another oven. So I would have a total of 3 ovens. But then when I got stove shopping and I saw that I can technically, if I'm understanding it correctly, get stoves that have 2 ovens each. And I'm like, well, if I have 4 doors to open, I don't need a 5th. And pricing things out, the cost of the insert, I mean, they're like $2,000 to $4,000 for just the microwave and the other oven. And so I'm just thinking, okay, maybe I don't need that. I mean, maybe I do, maybe I don't. After finding the stoves yesterday, and even if I got, you know, the little bit better stove, I'm thinking we'll have some cabinetry here, but have the insert for our nice microwave that we currently have in our kitchen that we've had no problems with, and it's huge. Just continue to use that. And again, talking about dishwashers, when we get to appliance time, we might take our KitchenAid out of this kitchen, if it's still with us, and install it, and then only have 1 new dishwasher at that moment, and just continue to use that KitchenAid. Maybe it'll like us a little better if it has a backup friend. Anyway, so again, we'll just see how things go. That also may be how it goes right now as I'm looking at all these, like, they're 47-inch to 53-inch wide commercial refrigerators. No, is that right? All of those that I'm seeing, again, heavily Lowe's, they just all are saying not available. So Bob, the cabinet man, is also going to be the appliance man, and he's going to try to help with that and give me some realistic time on what it would be to get one of those. So all that to say, my current kitchen refrigerator, maybe out here now, where those would be. Got it, got it. So I was thinking, now that we have all this space, the countertops might actually stop here. So we still have the L configuration, countertops stop here, and then, so this is like some extra space I was not expecting, but I have, the island is back over that way. We'll back up and talk about that. But in this corner here, if the countertops stop here, and then Travis was wise enough to ask, where's the trash can gonna be? But my friend Ashley Buffa, who I shared with you in my last kitchen video, she's been my kitchen inspo. Her husband, I think she showed this in her video, and you can go find her video again, just built this trash can, just a really nice box. And they've got the big trash cans like we do too. We can't even have the big trash can we would like in this kitchen, but we had it in the farmhouse, okay? So that big trash can, we were thinking of setting here at the end of this countertop. Now we will probably, just for grins, right, have the pull-out drawers maybe in the island and have some of the smaller trash cans in there. But our big trash can would be here. And I already sent Travis pictures of the trash can holder that Ryan built for Ashley. So come on, Travis, you know, we'll figure something out. So it's not just a trash can sitting here. It has some decorative around. So from middle of this window, so countertop has ended. We have some trash can or cash can. Hey, that's even better. This is my favorite. This area here, and then this whole garage door area, which we are getting like 3 big windows lined up there. This whole thing here is open. And again, not looking off my paper, I think this area, it was about 12 feet or so, meaning when we measured our couch, the blue couch now, but I might get a fresh couch for out here when we're doing fun decorating things. I could fit a lovely couch here. Wouldn't that fun? And I would like to get a grown-up mama chair, like a nice chair here that has a footstool, maybe a little lamp in that corner, a little toy basket on the floor, you know, probably some little bookshelf somewhere. Whatever I want to put on the wall there. I mean, this is dream of all dreams, right? And we got some cats fighting outside. So this is an unexpected, like, little sitting corner here that we can have, okay? And I want to do this back wall now with a lot of cabinetry and shelves. And then we will have the 16-foot long table here. And then, turn with me, back over here this way, we still have room to do the controversial, but we got time to plan still, the 12 by 6 island. Several folks' input has been, it's all very helpful, that, you know, like an 8 by 4 would be big enough. Other folks have said, yes, Jamerrill, you just do your island as big as you can. You will never regret having a huge island. So, you know me, mega and lots, I think I'm going for the bigger island. We're not there yet, right? Island, table, sitting area, shelves and cabinetry, appliances, lots of room. Some of the questions, or just good input again, is with the island being 6 foot across, how will I clean it in the middle? And I just kind of feel like saying, I don't know, let's just give it a try. I would like to have that problem because in my life, so let me show you where we're gonna live our life out here, okay? So I'm gonna put you're gonna be here, right? And we're gonna have big old island here, right? And I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be filming and let's just practice. So like I've got all this mega food and I've got bowls sitting out and I got a tripod there and a tripod there and I got kids sitting way around the corner watching whatever it is I'm cooking up. We got the sunset in the background through the window. You know, somewhere we're getting an island breeze. I would like to have that problem of having to figure out how to clean the middle of the island because I think I will just push things in that direction and use it. Or I could have a flower arrangement. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, and I've also really liked the idea of having basically all the lower cabinets, as many as possible, and a bunch of the island being the big pull-out drawers. So that's another thing I've been looking into. Now, I've been looking at cabinet colors. And so then there's all those questions. Anyway, I saw some, I've been looking obviously at a lot of kitchen pictures, and the Trim Healthy Mama ladies, if you're in the main Trim Healthy Mama group, you know what's been going on over there. And everyone's been sharing pictures of their kitchens. So tons of cabinets, like, oh, I like this one, I like that one. Some of the kitchens that really catch my eye is where the hood is a wood and the island is a wood. One in particular, hood was a wood, hood was a wood, island was a wood, white countertops, white cabinets. I really liked that. I like grays, okay. And so there's been some grays that I like. There's also been some pretty wild blues that I like. I will, before this is over, remind me, screaming at your TV, Jamerrill, you said you were gonna show us. There's some blues I saw in some of these cabinet books. Anyway, I had to take these mama breaks in between filming. We all know that with a lot of the cabinetry that comes in different colors and such, it's just gonna depend on what Bob the cabinet man tells me I can get in a reasonable amount of time. Also, I heard from several viewing friends as well that said they just went ahead and had Amish cabinet makers custom make their cabinets, and that actually ended up being cheaper than the cabinets that were back ordered at Lowe's. So we might get to that point. I don't know, you want to tell me some names of some companies I should look into? I don't know if that was a local thing they had done. I have not looked in my area for any cabinet makers. That could be something we do. I don't know. Never done that before. And I don't know if you're like this or not. Like, I feel in some ways I'm brave and I'll jump out and do things, and other things I just feel like, ooh, I don't know. I've never done that thing. I've never talked to a cabinet maker before and had them make cabinets for me. Why would this be wrong? But anyway, I also look for like low stress, gentle things for me. Gonna show you our updated picture. Let me get real close on the camera now. You seeing all that? Okay. So it's actually a copy. This copy's going around here. Over here, see the little couch Travis measured out for me. So we've got the couch measured out and the trash can. There's 9 feet there on this wall after the trash can there. There's 9 feet. The trash can is included in that space, but just meaning there's space there if I also want to have a chair. Let me see down here, and then we have room for a 40 by 88 couch there. Okay, 4 feet from the doors to the table, 16-foot long table. We got 4 feet from where I'm going to have cabinets and shelving in between the table. We got 36 inches in between the table and the island with the overhang. But again, there will be seating that can go under this overhang, and then 48 inches between the island and the sink and dishwasher area, 48 inches between the island and the stove area. Oh, and that's another thing I'm reminded of this drawing. So winter chicken dinner. Several of you said, Jamerrill, why don't you do a prep area in your island? And I'm like, Jamerrill, why don't you do a sink prep area in your island? So I'm gonna do basically just where we're gonna have the farmhouse sink under this window over yonder. I'm gonna have the exact same farmhouse sink at the end of this island, because so much real life fitting into this picture. Some of the real life things are gonna be dishes. Dishes are gonna need to go into these 2 dishwashers, and I still need to run water over fruit or vegetables, or I'm filming and I need a sink or something. So yes, great idea. Gonna do 2 sinks. I thought I would want a white farmhouse sink. And obviously, I mean, I haven't ordered any sink yet. I certainly can. But I'm liking the stainless steel sinks too. So we'll see, and that's the nice thing with Bob doing these drawings for us. I'll be able to see which sink I want, right? See how it really looks when we get in there. Oh, so other real life thing, another question I received is, Jamerrill, what about your homeschool stuff and your homeschool table and your carts and all of that? So, and one of the moms in particular, yeah, you're right, this is how it goes. Like, she shared in the comments that how all of her homeschool life, you know, so many times school gets done at the kitchen table, and, you know, as I joke, that's how the mafia works around here. And yes, totally. We have always ended up homeschooling at the kitchen table, even when I've tried to set up homeschool rooms in different homeschool areas. Kitchen table, couches, blanket outside. These are the places, year 17 hadn't changed, where the homeschool life happens. So what I'm thinking is, and of course you know we have the shelves that we did in the foyer, and those shelves, even with the other walls that I'm thinking will come out during different phases, those shelves are fine there. They don't have to go anywhere. So what I'm thinking is the various cabinetry and shelving that we do here, I've got 3 main things. Remind me, I also need to talk to you all about the pantry because you got lots of questions about that, and I'll get to that, okay? So stay tuned if you want to hear about walk-in pantry ideas and storage and all that. But what I have going on is homeschooling a lot of kids, doing a lot of filming and having a lot of equipment and business things going on, and just kitchen, pantry, food storage areas in general. So I'm thinking, again, with the right cabinets and shelving, I can do a lot of that over here. You know that right now for this year I have my kids, each of them has a cart, and they take their little school cart to the table, and we unload from there and do their table work and pack it back up. I'm thinking that when we graduate to this room, basically I could just have a cabinet per kid, right? Every kiddo could have a cabinet, keep their school stuff in there, get what school stuff they need out, spread out at the table. Of course, we also have the island. We will be doing homeschool and all of life and filming and all the things in this room. Right now I'm thinking each kiddo could have a cabinet. I am not thinking about storing the carts over here as well. The carts just might then dissolve into kids' bedrooms, and they can use them along with their desk, or however they want to organize all of that. I mean, Amelia had a huge banana box this afternoon with like all her ponies in it, so maybe it's going to be pony storage for her. But that's my thinking homeschool wise. I have never needed a big blackboard or whiteboard. I mean, of course we know I use the smaller whiteboards, but yeah, just I don't need that. But we do need spaces to store binders and current books and such. So that was my thinking on homeschooling. Like work desk wise, I would love, you know, at my last house we made the walk-in, so I'm always trying, we made my walk-in closet into my office for a while. It's be so funny, like when I'm 70, looking back at all the different places I've had my desk. But anyway, so Travis and I were talking about, you know, not like a Murphy bed, okay, put everything on this wall, but I am sure that there are desks that I can get, and maybe even with some of this cabinetry, where I can close the doors on my desk, or it's like a fold-out situation. Okay, so we will be picking that and making that work. But desk, homeschool storage, and then it would be overflow pantry storage. So, big question, Jamerrill, what about a walk-in pantry? And one of the amazing ideas also for my current baby kitchen area is many viewing friends have said, Jamerrill, why don't you turn that into your walk-in pantry? So here's something that I shared in a bunch of comments, a lot of people didn't know, is the fact that I actually have, I think, a very big walk-in pantry in our basement. Our basement is 2,000 square foot rectangle, but then it's got a feed room with a door that you walk into on one side, and then there was this other door you walk into with this other room, and that other room that was already here when we moved in, and I showed it in my moving videos, that is now my big walk-in pantry room. And that decision was not made based on where the kitchen was or where was most convenient. It was just the fact that there was a room, and you know, there was no light coming in, no exterior doors. And so last summer, you know, it all runs together now, but it's only been 2 years. So last summer at some point, Travis and the boys built a bunch of those big sturdy shelves from Tractor Supply, and they anchored them into the cinder block walls. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have 6 of them down there. And then I have my old, I'm trying to think where you would have seen them. I know I've shared them with you before. I had to have. I have these old locker shelves that used to have like metal baskets that would go in. Travis got those from a school that had thrown them out, and he brought them home for kids to use, like for toy storage and stuff. We've gotten rid of the baskets over the years. They ended up not being super practical, not a lot of room in them. But I think Travis recycled them. Okay, but the shelves themselves, Travis painted black for me, and those have like a lot of canning supplies and stuff in them. So it's a nice room. It is in the basement. I have all of our pantry storage in there. Then I have longer term storage in there. And then the two shelves on one side, I have all like toiletry and household storage. So things like bleach and cleaning products and diapers. I'm like seeing it in my head. Diapers, toothpaste, bathroom and household type items. And then the rest of the shelves going this way are canned goods. The very back are canning, a lot of canning supplies, a lot of canning I want to get back to. So like I said, I'm starting to feel it again. So I already have a room that we're used to operating out of for like pantry type storage. So upstairs currently I have two closets. One had shelves and the other one was deeper, and we put shelves in it. And that has my pantry items. I rotate from the basement up into those closets, and then from those closets I work like on a daily and weekly basis with what I'm doing here in this baby kitchen. Then when I need more tomato sauce, we go down to the basement pantry room, we bring more tomato sauce up. You know, new items we put to the back, we bring the cans forward, and we have condiments and things down there too. So it's, you know, it's not a perfect system, but I do have a whole pantry room. So yes, it would be super convenient to have a pantry room, like a true room upstairs. Since I already have one, it just makes me tired. Obviously, give the space for that upstairs where I really want us to have a big open room. And I'm taking from some of that now to make a laundry room and a hallway so I can have more space out here. So I think still keeping the pantry room in the basement. Again, if we were building a house, that would be different. You know, if we were building a house, I would, because we got to like work with the space that we have here. So it's already set up there, and I also want to honor like the time and the work they did to get those shelves anchored into the walls and such. So that's where the pantry room is, and that's why I'm not pressed to do a pantry room up here now. I figured if I've got, you know, this is a long wall, so if I have cabinetry or shelving here, if it's divided in thirds, you know, a third of it work, a third of it homeschool, and a third of it upstairs pantry, that upstairs pantry will take the place of my two hall closets serving as my upstairs pantry. Who knows what we'll do with them then? I mean, you know, we just, amazing. And I don't know if it'll be open shelving, because I like the look of open shelving as well, or if it's gonna be closed doors. But again, we'll get there, we'll get there. One of the comments I got even today, someone just said, you know, sheesh, it sounds like a really expensive project. Budget-wise, when we bought this house 2 years ago, right, going on 2 years, well, we were under contract for it 2 years ago at this time. We knew that this house would need to be completely renovated, and we were going to need to do some remodeling, but it checked the boxes of location, land, and then again, we knew the square footage was here and that it'll be fantastic when we're done. Also, if we would have bought this size house with this land in this location, completely remodeled and renovated and ready to go, I mean, it would have been 2 to 3 times as much, right? And so we figured, okay, well, it's gonna take us some time, but at some point we're gonna start. Figured there would come a season, which we've already started, like we did our 3rd bathroom and we did the HVAC, and we're just moving on now to some bigger projects. So this kitchen is gonna be my kitchen, you know, my way. Even if at the end I'll do a video, 5 things I regret doing in my new kitchen. You know, let's do that video. Kid's watching me, he's eating a sandwich through the door. Distracted me a bit. How am I supposed to keep it together? This is my project, right? And so for an example, just a couple weeks ago, you know, I've always liked Zillow. I like looking at Zillow, I do. So I was looking at Zillow, I found this great house. It was only on 3 acres, okay? It had Travis's dream shop already, a huge It was at least a 40 by 60 shop with the great big garage doors. It's like all the Toolman noises. It had that. The house was 4,800 square feet, had a wonderful indoor pool. It was not in a good location, like it was farther out yonder again. Even though the outside was beautiful and it had the shop, like it had, just saying, it was a very nice property. For twice as much, looking through the inside of that house, even though it's only a couple years old, there's just personal things that they have done that is not what we would have picked, right? So that's where it goes. So our choices are renovate where we're at, slowly, steady, cash flow, you know, do our Dave Ramsey things, build a house, which we have looked at land, we have discussed and explored that option. Again, builders in general are very, very backed up in our area. That's not the only reason, but just saying, we've explored that option. And then of course, getting a house that's already done, that's not gonna need 2 to 3 years of renovation projects. For twice as much, Travis was just like, you know what? Even that same amount of money, putting it into our current property, and then we have things custom how we want. Now, a lot of folks have called this, and I even call this, you know, the forever house. And Travis just laughs because, you know, I get wild hairs. Any way it goes, I'm not married to this house. As much as we love it, as much as we're doing these renovation projects, and it's gonna be great, I put my disclaimer out there that at any point, we could be off on another adventure. Okay, that's just the reality of it. Now that I say that, I can be here till I'm 97. But the reality is, we could always do something different. So just answering some of those questions on just the comments on it's an expensive project. Yes, we have figured that it would be an expensive project all along, and that's why even coming to this kitchen project, we just really had to talk through and assess, okay, well, the bathrooms don't have to be done right now because they are functional. The toilets flush, actually they have new toilets, the sinks work. I have an audience. The sinks work, the showers work. Anyway, cosmetically, you know, they're not fantastic, but they work, and that's what matters. Doing the whole basement, another big project. And so any way it goes, Mama has to have a kitchen to function, and we will do a lot of life out of this space. And then we'll be able to, I think after this, it's just gonna make sense to get my freezers and refrigerators off the front porch, and then we'll start working on this main space here, plan some road trip adventures around when they have to tear walls out, and go from there. And that's where I'm saying, like, I do think it's gonna be a couple years to get this all done. And then also I've had lots of questions and concerns about poor Mr. Travis. So please remember, this whole garage project, this whole thing, okay? This was Travis's idea. He said, I think we just need to do your kitchen first, okay? And he knows that doing this kitchen and getting some of these house things done, it's on the road to him getting a shop. He makes the best use out of his space, right? But like when we bought this house, we didn't buy this house with the idea that this attached garage would be his working shop. You know, we've talked about, we realized at the farmhouse we just didn't have enough room to set up a shop and for all of his big cars and equipment and stuff. At the forest house, we just never got to the point where those plans came together there for a whole slew of reasons. We realized, okay, nope, this ain't where we want to plant our roots longer term. And then here, we know it's a coming, but you know, on the expensive items list, concrete costs a lot, and he does want at least a 40 by 60 shop. So Mama's got to get her kitchen straight first, and that'll be coming up at some point down on our project list. Don't feel too sorry for him, because he does have at least an acre fenced off with all his equipment and stuff going on. And he's got, I was saying it was an 8 by 40, but it's actually like a 10 by 40 shipping container. The roof's already been sealed, it's been painted, and it's in really good shape. He got that a year ago for his birthday. This project just was the inspiration to go ahead and get all his projects out to that big shipping container. There's also a pavilion over there from the previous owners. It's kind of like a good size, maybe half the size of this garage picnic shelter, also with a concrete floor. So under that, he can store lawn mowers and, I don't know, different equipment that he has. That's real important. So he's got his man land. He is okay. We're gonna make a great big large family kitchen, which he will also enjoy, that everyone will enjoy, and just continue down the road on our project list. So now I'm gonna go get those kitchen cabinet books and just show you some of the kitchen inspiration pictures. Things I'm learning in my cabinet experience. So this is the Diamond Now cabinets. This seems to be the cabinetry that Lowe's has in stock that I can get, okay? So, and these are the colors that I'm seeing. I like the Wintucket. I don't think I mind this white. And they do have lots of nice example kitchens in here. Here's the Wintucket in a kitchen. Yeah, so there's that. I think the Wintucket or the white are the only two I really like in here, but they do have drawers and pull-out options. Then, when we get over here, there's some blues. Oh, and then there's some more organizing options. Okay, I want to just show you things that caught my eye that I liked, right? So I do like, maybe not, I mean, not that I don't think that tile is amazing. I just want to feel like I'm able to look at tile and make some choices, right? So that may be exactly what I choose. But I like this look of a subtle backsplash area and then some kind of wild tile. Love that big long island there. Well, and here's a kitchen with the big commercial stove. And of course, all the different organizing options. A lot of green, but again, like even when I went to IKEA, they had a lot of what I call forest green kitchens. I don't think, even though I love this color, I don't think I would do a whole kitchen in it. I would do maybe a hood and an island, you know, those colors, and swap them out. Something, okay? In this book, I was marking this because I may do a wood look. I like this. I like that hood. I'm waiting to see what some of my options are because our contractor, installer fellow, he works with them all the time, so he kind of like, I feel like knows the real deal what's there. But then I was hearing, oh no, we can order those as long as we know in advance. And so again, we'll see. Oh, another question. So again, I'm just going through. Kitty, I'm not letting you in that. No. This is Zion's kitty. Zion's not home right now. You can't go in his room right now. You've got to wait for him to get home. You go in the basement, you'll be fine. Oh, one of the other questions is why don't I go like do an IKEA kitchen? The biggest holdup with that is IKEA is 2 hours away. I know I could look online. I could probably order them. And very well, in X amount of time when we get to cabinets, I might say, wait, I want to go to IKEA. But right now, Lowe's is close. And we go by it all the time, obviously. We spend a lot of time there anyway. And so I feel like that feels easy for me, okay? I might get to the end of this and say, I should have gone to IKEA, but Lowe's is close. So they're winning right now. All kinds of great kitchens in this book. I have several things marked here to show you. So look at this, friend. So I marked this only because it caught my eye. You know, the white backsplash. I like this wood. What was that wood called? Okay, now I can't see it. If I wasn't talking to the camera, I would see it. But I like this wood, and I even like that backsplash. Of course, mega organizing ideas. So many fun things there. So yeah, I like this particular blue. Here was the farmhouse sink. That's not white. That's Travis backing our van up. Oh yeah, more storage. Okay, so I do like this lighter blue, and that was called Surfside. I like these grays. Here's the one I really like if I was really walking on the wild side. Hi there. This is called Harbor. The Harbor cabinets. Hans has been crying for you. So yeah, it's a very bold blue choice. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it though. But that is called Harbor. And then that wood is called husk. I like all of this going on here. And I like this green. I haven't worked with this green in my head or my heart for a while, but I do like greens as well. That's called Serenity. So it's nice to see, like I don't know yet cabinet finishes and what I want on the doors and stuff. But anyway, and then I have another one, Allen and Roth cabinetry. So anyways, I got a whole bunch of kids here, whole bunch of noise going on. And while we're at it, friends, click the first link in the description below, head over to largefamilytablecommunity.com and join me in the exclusive and super special Large Family Table community, where you get special videos from me, included paid products, special guests, live cooking, live calls, super mega fun stuff all the time. And when you join now, you get 57% off when you join annual membership. Again, that's largefamilytablecommunity.com. And I'll see you real soon with garage updates and more brand new videos. Bye-bye.